It was never really my cat. She belonged to my youngest son, Vinny to his friends. I only came to inherit her after the winter morning when everything broke apart. The roads were iced over that day, the kind of cold that makes the world look clean and harmless. He had just received a scholarship to his top college choice. He and his boyfriend were driving back, riding that high you only get when life finally seems to open up. His boyfriend survived. Vinny didn't. There are two kinds of people in this world, those who have lost a child and those who haven't. The difference between them is immeasurable. I didn't cry, not at the funeral, not in the weeks that followed. I became something else, solid, unmoving, like stone. The grief wasn't gone, it was locked somewhere unreachable. In its place, there was only a quiet, persistent thought. The gun in the back of my closet. Sometimes I would take it out, sit with it, feel its weight in my hands. And then there was the cat, Terry, a tiny, angry tabby Vinny had picked out years earlier. He adored her. She tolerated only him. She hissed at me, scratched at me, and made a habit of peeing on anything I owned. I used to call her Terrible Terry, and I meant it. But after Vinny died, it was just the two of us. She stopped eating at first, stopped moving much at all. She would sit for hours on the windowsill in his room, the same spot she used to sit when he played piano. Back then, I assumed she didn't care about the music. Now she didn't even look outside. She just waited. I told myself I'd get rid of her. I didn't. I told myself I'd use the gun. I didn't. So we remained, me, the cat, and the silence. Vinny had left behind those ridiculous buttons, the ones pets are supposed to press to talk. I'd mocked them when he bought them, thought it was all projection. Humans pretending their animals had something meaningful to say. Food, cuddle, outside, music, Dad, Vinny. He'd even added our names. Terry had hated those buttons, refused to go near them. Until one night. I was upstairs, sitting with the gun again when I heard it. Vinny. I froze. It came again. Vinny. 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 Over and over. I told myself it was an accident, the cat stepping on them randomly, but it didn't sound random. It sounded insistent. Something cracked inside me. The tears came all at once, violent, uncontrollable. Weeks of silence breaking in a single moment. When it finally passed, I went downstairs and found Terry sitting beside the buttons, small and miserable. I miss him too, I told her. She didn't scratch me. That was the beginning. After that, things changed. I added more buttons. She started using them, not randomly, deliberately. Wet food. Kibble. No. Love you. The first time she pressed, Dad, love you, I nearly collapsed. We had conversations, real ones, or at least they felt real. She would say, Vinny home? And I would answer, I wish he was. She would insist again, get frustrated when I told her, Vinny, bye-bye. It should have felt absurd. It didn't. It felt like I still had a piece of him. Then, last week, Liam came, my older son, nearly 10 years older than Vinny, and so much harder to love. He had always come around for one reason: money, and when he didn't get it, he turned cruel. But this time, he hugged me, said he was sorry. For a moment I believed him. That belief lasted until he asked about Vinny's college fund. Then came the anger, the resentment, the same old pattern. I told him I'd think about it. He offered to make drinks. I didn't think twice when I drank what he handed me. The world started to tilt soon after. Terry was howling from the other room, not her usual sounds, something desperate, frantic. I tried to get up, but my body wouldn't cooperate. Lean caught me, held me down, whispering apologies that didn't sound like apologies at all. "You're already suicidal," he murmured. "Everyone knows that." That's when I understood. He went upstairs, to the closet, to the gun. I tried to call for help, but my fingers wouldn't work. He knocked the phone away. The room spun. My head cracked against the table when I fell. And then I felt it, the cold press of the gun against my temple. Terry screamed from the other room. Then, suddenly, the piano. Soft at first, uneven, but unmistakable. Claire de Lune, Vinny's piece. Lean froze. "Who's there?" he shouted. The music continued. He staggered toward the bedroom. I could barely see, but I remember the way he opened the door, and then the way he screamed. He fired. Once, twice, and then he ran. Neighbors called the police. I woke up in the hospital. When I returned home, Terry was waiting for me, tail raised. For the first time, I understood what that meant. Greeting, relief, love. I knelt down and let her press her head into my hand, and I realized something then, something I still don't fully understand. Maybe it wasn't her. Maybe it had never been her. I told her, "I love you. I won't hurt myself. I promise." She stayed close as I spoke. Then she walked over the buttons one last time. "Love you. Love you. Bye-bye." She hasn't touched them since. But sometimes, deep in the night, when sleep pulls me under, I think I can still hear the piano.